comparison is between this year and last year. So I was there in 2024 to Osaka, Nagoya. Made a couple of videos about Pokemon card stores in those areas, Nipponbashi in Osaka and Osu in Nagoya. It was night and day. It was so calm and quiet last year compared to this year, where I felt like I just couldn't move. Mega Evolution is so boring.
Yeah. Everything is so streamlined. There's no character, there's no like theme, strong theme. You know, the only theme is now, okay, we have a Mega Evolution. There's no lore, there's almost nothing.
That's the reason why like Sun and Moon alt arts and special illustrations are so revered, is because they stretch that out over at least a year to a year and a half period. You were getting these different tag team cards. Objectively, they look incredible.
Welcome to Pokeca Talk, the podcast where two Pokemon card collectors share real opinions, deep dives, and unfiltered takes about the Pokemon card game. Let's talk Pokeca.
Hello and welcome to Pokeca Talk, a new Pokemon card podcast focusing on collecting, playing, news, everything. Basically, an approachable podcast between two people that really like Pokemon cards, Japanese Pokemon cards, English Pokemon cards, international Pokemon cards. I'm OK J-Love. My name's Julian. This is Zachariah.
I'm Zachariah, Primal Lugia. I run PokeGuardian.com. Yes. And I'm a Pokemon collector first.
Yes. And I'm a Pokemon card collector. I'm a Pokemon card player. You may have seen me on YouTube. I'm a cool guy. All right, enough of that. Welcome. Thanks for coming down. Thanks for checking out the Pokeca Talk podcast. We're very excited. This has been something that we've been trying to get going again for a period, and now it's here. I feel good about it. How do you feel about it, Primal?
I feel just excited because I think we may, write history in terms of in the Pokemon card space, right? I think we will really just give real talk on opinions that many people just want to avoid or not want to talk about. We will give those, opinions and takes as well, and maybe we can inspire you in the future.
I think a lot of this the idea for this came about because Primal, who runs the PokeGuardian.com website, is the webmaster there, ports on news, Pokemon card news, updates, Japanese, English, legend. Primal, who runs the PokeGuardian podcast and would occasionally have me on as a guest, we would come on and we would talk about Pokemon cards a lot. And sometimes we felt like the conversations that we would have in private were not necessarily the conversations we would have on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because, PokeGuardian podcast was trying to do a different thing, really. You know what I mean? Like, it was more news focused. Here's the updates for the week,
Correct.
Whereas Pokeca Talk, what I guess we both envision it being is just more how we feel about things, good or bad.
Yes.
When we're not really like trying to cater to any direction. We just want a space to just chat, for better or worse. So we're here.
We are here to stay, hopefully, and yes. No, what you can expect, talk about again Pokemon cards, maybe some obscure facts, artists from Pokemon cards, again everything in between as well, and controversial opinions as well if you are there for drama. But we are not there for drama as well. But
drama alert.
we could essentially create drama because of our opinions, but that's not what we are after, right? We are busy people first, and we just like to. This is basically our private conversations made for the public, and let's just real talk. Yes, come on, Julian.
Don't get. It's not meant to. It's not like we're just gonna say like outrageous, like offensive things that we're keeping in our private. This is more like, the nitty gritty or like the minutia of Pokemon card collecting. I would say this is like ultra. I don't know, for lack of a better word, otaku. This is like two guys that are just nitpicking at like the finer details together with the general stuff. So like if this is. If you're looking for a place to be like, oh, what's happened this week? Like, what are the new sets that have come out? What can we expect to see? The general stuff that will get reported on PokeGuardian.com. You're going to get that here together with us nitpicking and, reaching into our bag of knowledge, history, experience in the space. Mine not as tenured as Primal's, but you know, we both know a lot. We both have seen a lot. We just want to share that in a better space that isn't just our private DM. So that's why we're here. But we should address the elephant in the room, which is the absence, or the hiatus, the gap of the Poke Guardian podcast. So I'll take ownership. That was on me primarily. I'd been quite busy. Sorry, Primal.
No problem. Let's move on. Let's introduce a bit of ourselves.
Before we move on, sorry. Before we move on.
Okay.
Well, it was like for good reason. While I was away, I mean, I'd been traveling, so there was a few Japan trips where I learned a lot, and like this is like kind of the place where I want to speak more about that. And I don't even think I've really sat down and had a chat with you about it, because it's the kind of thing that if I was going to type it, my fingers would burn off. But yeah, I'd been away filming stuff, and then Primal had been on break and busy with life. We don't do this full time. TLDR. So my apologies.
Life comes first.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're here, so it's good to be back. Let's get going. Welcome.
Yeah, so what did you do in Japan?
Okay. Well, that's a good place to start.
Let's start. Yes, come on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, April, I went to film a bunch of videos which are being produced at the moment. So if you're new, my channel is OKJLove. My name is Julian, but most people know me online as OKJLove. So on that channel, I cover, or have recently started covering, like in-depth deep dives into Japanese Pokemon card stores. So that April trip was me heading there to film more of those, but also I wanted to be there for the Team Rocket, Glory of Team Rocket release. So we actually were going to do a podcast while I was there. That was very idealistic. I was just way too busy, so couldn't make that work. But it was a really good trip. I went to a lot of card stores. I reckon I saw more card stores than most people would see in their lifetime in that trip alone. Learned a lot. And then I came back, and then I went again in June, this time for Black Bolt White Flare release, to film some more videos in a different region. And the difference between just a month was crazy, dude. I don't think I really spoke to you about this, did I?
Yeah, so what in terms of busyness or hype or price increase, can you tell me more about that difference?
Well, all three really. Like the price increase between just the month from April to June for vintage primarily. We were talking like, you know, old back, E-Series, Dumbbell Platinum, PCG. Those have gotten really expensive. Stuff like your Gold Stars, your Ponchos that are like, I don't know, trophy cards, or like they're like the Rolex of Pokemon cards at the moment. Those went up at least like 20%. I don't want to be like a big like price Andy in this podcast, but it was just interesting to see like the jump, and also like the amount of cards on the shelves. Like there was just way less in June compared to April within like 4 or 5 weeks of those kind of cards, especially specifically for vintage. So it was wild.
Were they expecting the next 151, you know, hype wave? Because I think I think, you know, they saw 151 was a successful set. 156, so the Black Bolt White Flare, I call it 156.
Okay,
was in the same boat, and I think card shops were anticipating, okay, there is some expected hype because this is a special kind of set. You know, more people likely will come as well outside of Japan as well. Tourism is booming, as you know now in Japan. I don't know. Is there? I don't know. You are the Japan goer, right? Is it more busy around, you know, Black Bolt White Flare? You know, when it released May, June, right? Is it busier in June in Japan than in April?
I think the April trip was like way busier. But that could be the combination of the month and that just like the frequency of like people being on holidays generally around that time.
Yeah.
The period that I was there was from the middle of April to just the start of May. So I was there during the start of Golden Week, which is like Japan's busiest holiday.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that really factors into the international like the amount of international or tourists that were there, specifically in Tokyo, Akihabara.
Yeah, not many people outside of Japan follow Golden Week, I believe. So
it's a bad time to go. It's like just definitively a bad time to go to Japan. Yeah. It's expensive and it's busy because people that live in people tend to go back home to visit family during Golden Week, so Shinkansen get really busy. It's not so much you see people going into the city; it's more people leaving it and going out of it. There's also people that are coming back to like they're just a lot of people go on a break from work for like a day or two, and then they just go and stay with family for a day or two or three, depending on how many holidays they get. And so there's just like a higher frequency of people locally traveling. And so then you combine that with the amount of international people in Japan right now, and it just gets really busy. So it's not as pleasant as off-peak.
It's very interesting to hear. By the way, you mentioned Shinkansen. That's the Japanese bullet train, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just for those listeners that think, what the hell is Julian saying now?
Yeah, the bullet train.
The bullet train. Okay, so the traffic's okay. Interesting to hear. Yeah, interesting.
I would say definitely there was more hype around Glory Team Rocket than there was Black Ball White Flare. I personally was more hyped for Black Ball White Flare. So,
for what reasons?
Well, I just have a higher affinity to Gen 5. I'm a big Gen 5 fan. So I think Black and White were like the last truly good Pokemon games, like complete packages. Ever since the departure from 2D or 2.5D to where we are now. I think the games have lost a little bit of luster as a single player experience. But I just really like Gen 5. So I was excited, especially to get like literally every Gen 5 Pokemon was going to get an illustration rare. This is cool. And it was cool to buy them really cheap.
I think the concept is very cool. But I can miss Gen 5. But if this were to be like a Gen 2, 251 set, I would be...
Yeah, well, if I had to pick, I'd take Gen 2. Yeah.
Yeah. But if this was like a 251, I would be like shivering because, that is a big set to collect. And I'm not the one that collects, master sets. But I would be shivering in terms of, this card would be likely harder to pull because of that very big pool of cards, that you can get from a box, essentially. Is there too much bloat? I don't know, but I do like everything gets an arch rare, and we may never see an arch rare of that specific Pokemon ever again.
Probably again, yes.
So, I'm all down for that, but on the other hand, is this a bit too much? I have no idea. It's like a dilemma, I would love to see a continuation with other generations of this. Then again, they can't do it with every set because, again, with 251, for example, they have to include the previous 151 cards in there, not from 151 itself, but pre-evolutions from Gen 1. So that's also a thing that people need to, be, you just can't do a Gen 2 set. Maybe for the next generation of TCG, but 251 isn't possible right now.
Yeah, but I think it's the right amount of bloat. You said bloat. I think it's like the correct type of bloat. It's a good type of bloat. If I'm getting a set full of art rares and illustration rares,
I'm not complaining.
And SARs, I'm not complaining. If I'm getting a set with all of those plus the frankly ugly or like the objectively ugly full arts that we have now, secret rares, then there's too much bloat.
Yes.
I opened up Gem 1. I was opening up Simplified Chinese the other day.
Oh, Gem Pack.
Yeah, Gem Pack. I opened up Gem Pack 1. Forgive me, I'm not well versed in Simplified Chinese, but I opened up Gem 1 and then I opened up 151 Part 1, Volume 1.
Okay.
Simplified Chinese. And I felt like the 151 was like very boring because one of my hits was an SR and it was just like, this is just not fun.
I get what you mean. Yeah, but on the other hand, you have the chance to pull, exclusive, Chinese cards that we may never see ever again outside of mainland China. So that's the thing as well. And I think many people, do they want to open it for the exclusive cards or for just opening cards on a budget? But I don't know.
That's I think it's a mix of both. Yeah, it's a mix of both.
For the Chinese market, I know many Chinese people in mainland China open Japanese packs. So the existence of these exclusive cards are, to have an impulse to buy their own product locally. But for outsiders like us, for me, it's right now a mix between, on AliExpress, for example, I can get a Jam Pack Volume 1, the Evolution set, for below 40 euros, at least when it was releasing. That is excellent to me. I can never get 40 euro boxes from Japan, on resellers markets. So in that sense, I'm in dilemma. But yeah, let's go back. What did we discuss? Because I forgot. Yeah.
Oh, you asked me about Japan. I said to
Japan,
you,
yeah.
it was busy.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people there.
Yes.
I know that's like the most. How was Japan? Oh, yeah, it was busy. There's a lot of people there. The better comparison is between this year and last year. So I was there in 2024. Went to Osaka, Nagoya, made a couple of videos about the Pokemon card stores in those areas, Nipponbashi in Osaka and Osu in Nagoya.
Yes.
And it was night and day. Like, it was so calm and quiet last year compared to this year, where I felt like I just couldn't move. Like, scrubbing through, like, editing the videos in Tokyo, it's like, I remember being like frustrated trying to film. I don't want that to sound like arrogant, but like, I'm talking like just in the street, like, it was difficult to get like that. And that was like, came from like a shock period. Like, it was like a shock thing, because I was like, man, last time I was here, this was so easy to get this one shot that I wanted to get. This time I'm like, I can't get that perfect shot from last trip. Then I realized that like, this is just how it is. And so now I have to like get a different shot. And I was like getting shots showing how busy it was. So it was difficult to film in stores, the stores that would let you, just because there were so many people there buying cards. And it was actually almost like competitive buying cards, depending on what kind of cards you were trying to buy. Yeah, because like you'd be in a cabinet, you'd be in like, looking at a cabinet of like vintage cards, and if the person before you, like, let's say someone gets there with the same intent 3 or 5 minutes before you, like, that's it, it's over. Like, those cards that you're targeting, they're gone. It's not like there's ample supply of vintage cards. It's like, what is there is what's there on the day based on what's been sold to them. So yeah, it was really different. I still had a great time, obviously, like in Japan, filming vids, buying cards, documenting stuff. Like, for me, it's fun, but yeah, it's crazy. Just so crazy. So it's a sign of like the hype right now, right? It's just like, this is where we're at. So
yeah, definitely. No, cool. Definitely, there's like a hype going on, and like, I know certain stores, because this is what people don't talk about much. Is there like some sort of, I don't want to call it discrimination, but is there discrimination between like foreigners? When like, hey, we don't accept foreigners for buying cards, because at some stores I know there was some, from what I heard, some sort of discrimination. Can everyone just sell cards and buy cards without any hesitation, from store owners? Because I know certain stores don't accept trade-ins from foreigners.
Yeah, a lot of card stores will not accept. They won't do buyback with foreigners, so you can't sell to them. There are some that do. It's just a gray area. So it's one of those it depends things. I get asked all the time, like, where do I go to sell my cards? And I'm just like, well, it depends. So, I don't want to speak for stores. I don't work for them. Sometimes they may buy from foreigners for a period, and then other times they might not. So, but in terms of whether they will sell to you, no. Like, they sell to anybody. Like, there's no like stigma. There's no like stigma if you're like a tourist or you're a foreign Pokemon card collector. Like, you have to feel like on edge or anything. It's just like, no, you're very welcome there to like buy to your heart's content. Yeah, I just think it's just dependent on like how respectful you are, like how your interaction is going to go. So
yeah, definitely learn a couple words of Japanese. That will I think come in handy. Yeah.
But like, just in general, not just for card stores. Like, it's just good to have a bit up your sleeve.
Yeah. Hey, so
especially now, because like, sorry. Go.
No. So I wanted to say, so if you're like a first-time listener, again, Julian made a Japan trip, and so if you go to his channel, probably you have seen it already. If you don't, if you are considering card shopping in Japan, definitely check out his series. This is unlike any other YouTuber. Sorry to say this, that
flatter me.
documents. No. Personally, hey, this is the guide. If you want to go to like Osaka, Tokyo, or whatever he's been through, go to those videos, check it out, because that's a very detailed, extensive guide on buying Japanese card shops. So just to inspire you. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, where did we let go of? Just to be sure.
Thank you. I appreciate the shout out. That reminds me of a conversation that we had ages ago when we first met, around about 2020, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember, we used to talk about the term expert.
Oh, no.
I remember this. I remember this because it stuck with me, and I thought it was a great point that you'd made, which was that like you never claimed to be an expert.
Oh, no.
And it was and it's advice that I took on board as well. Like I don't claim to be an expert either.
Yeah.
A fanatic probably.
Yes.
Obsessive. Yeah, I'd say. I fall into that category, but definitely not an expert. I know a lot, but then I also don't know a lot. So
you learn every day.
Yeah. So those vids, they're just me being obsessive and detailed as I can. Yes. I'm not an expert in the field, but I know some stuff. So
at the moment, right? It's a moment. You were there during that month. We don't know what happens 1 year after that. So it's like
that's what makes it so hard, especially when things change like they have. Like if we went in this boom period, it would be pretty static, I'd say. Like what I saw in like April, June would still be relevant in December. But now like the difference between April, June, August, it's like almost like years have passed in the collector's space in terms of growth, price growth and fan base growth and interest in Pokemon cards. It's so rapid at the moment.
It's crazy. It is crazy. Did you, just because I know you are a Pokemon card player, did you go and challenge, Japanese players for a match or not?
Nah, not on this trip. I had in previous years. Last year I did.
Okay.
This was purely focused on collecting. I actually I took a break this season because I didn't start the season well in November of last year. And you may not know, but when I compete, I'm competing to get to Worlds. Obviously, you compete to win each tournament and do it as well as you can, but part of competing is doing well and ranking well in each tournament. The international championships, the ICs, Latin America, North America, and then Europe, which is held in London, and then the regionals that are held in your country. So in Australia, we have 3: Brisbane, Perth, Melbourne. America has, I want to say 12.
Many.
Yeah, Europe has as well. Like I'm talking like 12 to 16.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, I didn't start the season well, so I took a break. I also had a little baby boy. Well, my partner did, so we have a little son now. So I've been busy with that. But I'll be back into it next year for sure.
Okay, so where you capture that, or can't we talk about your plans yet in terms of your player journey?
Well, I don't know. Just when the season starts, I'll just try again at each tournament. Yeah,
you did make some nice videos on that a couple of years ago. Your road to Worlds 2023, Japan. That was nice.
Yeah,
the Yokohama.
It was fun.
One. Yes.
Yeah, it was a nice trip. But I find it really hard to it's just hard to make a video about everything that I want to make. And I feel like with competing, because I'm so focused on the event, I either have to
compromise,
disregard making a video and go full, all in on the tournament, or try and do half, but then not commit as well to the tournament as I could, or go all content and then the tournament suffers. So it's I don't know. I like to just play. I'm a very competitive person, so
I get it. You don't want to, impact your result based on or recording for the video. Sure, I get it. You have to compromise. Either this or that. I get
hard.
It. Yeah.
Even at Worlds, I caught up with someone today, from the States. I had lunch with him, and we were talking about Worlds 23 and how we didn't cross paths. And I was I was just so locked in that day 1 and day 2. I just couldn't catch up with anybody. You feel kind of rude because
I mean,
Worlds is
I mean, it's not even about playing. If sorry to interrupt you, by the way. If
No,
I
you're
were
right.
there, if I were there, I would be like, my head would be like everywhere, when I was at the Pokemon Center pop-up in London 2019, I had my mind on, okay, how can I survive this? If I meet people, great, the close people I'll meet in person. But if I, the lengths of the queues, for example, I have to plan someone to meet. If I stumble across someone, fine. But and even in Japan, the Yokohama venue, I believe, events in Japan are packed, and I know everyone in Yokohama would be there, if not outside as well, if I reckon. So definitely understand where you're coming from. It's a huge, massive event. If you just want to have the sheer volume, look at some of the Japan Championships, the photos on X or Twitter, and it's so full. And in the past, it was closed off many times because of how busy it was. And this is not, big America. No, this is Japan. This is limited space available.
Yeah.
So in that sense, yes, I get you. So sorry to interrupt you. Continue.
No, it's fine. It's hard with those events just because well, especially Worlds, because it's like the one event that everybody has on the calendar. It's like, if I'm going to go to one event, if I'm going to get any event, I'm going to try and go to Worlds. And so there's like so many different people that you want to catch up with and meet, people that you met online.
Absolutely.
But depending on what you're there for, it's hard to like fit it all in. Plus it's so busy. So but they're good fun.
It's only 3 days. It's only 3 days of the actual event celebration. Then you have like a week, and I don't think everyone will be at the exact same spot. So you have to make appointments. There's a lot going on, and your bucket list will not be finished. I'm very certain.
No, you miss
that.
a lot of stuff. Yeah. You end up missing a lot of stuff.
You have to compromise. Very interesting take. I think not many people are talking about that. But yeah, that's great to hear, by the way, from a Japan trip. Or any other tips that you may give to like listeners, that never made the step to go to Japan, for the first time, or whatever, because I think that's very important. Maybe save it for later, think about it. But I think maybe we should just make a Japan, guide in the future. With you, filling
There's
up
so much to go through. It's just so in depth. I say that the number one thing is, in general though, not just if you go to Japan, but this is just in general. It's like now is like a really bad time to buy cards.
I think, I think right now in general, the tourism is not even talking about Pokemon, but if you go to like Osaka, the anti-gaijin, the foreigner thing is now politically they're very very big. Like they don't want any tourists anymore. The people, right? The townspeople.
The vibes definitely change. So there's an over tourism problem in. I don't want to say in Japan. I want to say in Tokyo and Osaka, where there's just too many people that are going to those same spots, and so they are overcrowded. But I mean. Primal, that's like a whole other can of worms.
Like, absolutely.
That's like a 2 or 3 hour discussion.
But I think the best tip
we can have it. We could have it.
we could do it. Maybe another next time. But I think the first primary thing is I think you need to learn how to some of the customs there. How to not touch anything, shrines or whatever. Just learn some of the culture there, and I think for the most part you'll be fine. But I think most of the issues coming from are like frustration in general, right? And people just
there's a few bad apples are ruining it for like everybody.
Absolutely. So is everyone in every country. Yeah. But I think it will help if you go there, learn some of the culture and everything, and just be respectful, and I think you'll be fine. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Should we jump into some of the reveals? I mean, we wanted to kickstart and launch Pokeca Talk at 2 previous junctions. The first was Glory Team Rocket, didn't happen. The second was Black Ball White Flare, didn't happen. But we got another go Yeah, with Mega Evolution. So
Mega
good
Evolution.
timing.
Let's screen share.
Yeah, jump into it. What's the
Yes.
vibe, Primal? How do you feel about this?
Um,
Tell us a little about it.
a little bit mixed, personally, right? Because this is the English version. No, wait, let's pull up Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia that will release in August. This essentially brings back the Mega EX mechanic, but then different. So if you were there 10 years ago, Mega Pokemon EX were there. This is another different style of Mega Evolution EX cards. And they are bringing back some of the Mega Evolution Pokemon that we are going to see in Legends ZA. We don't know if there's any new Mega Evolution Pokemon coming. So again, this is a tie-in of the actual video game. First impressions, I think great that Archers are still there. They are not going anywhere. There's all the speculation, new series, because this is a new series. This is not a new TCG generation, but a new series within this Pokemon TCG generation. If you are still, keeping up. This is not Scarlet and Violet anymore. Mega Evolution EX.
Yeah.
So what does this mean? Nothing crazy, honestly. They have like new, mechanics. Essentially, they give up 3 prize cards, I believe, and they seem very powerful. They are getting the right buffs as well. Yeah, this one, it is 30 plus damage with fighting Pokemon. Yeah, and Gardevoir EX is getting a big buff with this card. That is essentially a very big hitter. Does 50 damage with every psychic energy. Yeah, that's all of your Pokemon. So that is insane. If you thought Gardevoir couldn't be any worse, this deck essentially made way better. Honestly, what else? Let's just quickly flick through the Archers. If you have anything to say it now, because I'm not going to go through all the playability factor or all the products. These are... Oh, wait, sorry.
So, Mega Brave, Mega Symphonia, the Japanese version, they come out the 1st of August.
Yes.
Mega Evolution is the English or international release. We're going to get that on the 26th of September.
Yes.
So, there's at least a month and 3 weeks. Let's just call it 2 months between release. But
yes,
this isn't dropping for another 3 months from here out.
Correct. We're getting
Black
Bolt, White Flare.
Black Flare dropping this week, yeah.
Yes, next week. And indeed, this is the next thing. Personally, the gap is quite nice, for a new series. Would have preferred it next year, but Legends ZA is releasing, I believe, this year, so I get it. This is also very interesting. This is a Pokemon Center set, yes. Mega Symphonia, Mega Brave. This is quite interesting because they are bringing back Lily and Acerola. For no reason, I don't know. But they want to impulse, give players an impulse to buy the set. But in addition to those cards, there's also deck sleeves and deck boxes of the aforementioned characters. And this is likely a lottery. And good luck on the lottery. You will likely not win. But there's another...
I already lost, so...
there you go. You may be better off buying this merchandise separately, personally, if you truly want it. The card box is nice. This is a storage box with 2 boxes in there. Enough talk of that. If you are in there, your premium mega box, this is like the yearly, elite trainer box full of goodies. Just
pretty much a Japanese ETB, just with like more playable stuff in it.
Yes, exactly.
And no promo.
Trainer's toolkit for the year, indeed.
Yeah.
That's basically it for Japan, right? And Mega Evolution, let's go there. That said, personally, I feel like, okay, TPCI is maybe trying a bit more, not because of how the set is constructed, but I'm looking at the products. And first, wow, I like the design very much. The gold outlines, it looks very premium to me, personally. What is your opinion about these products?
I really think the title is so boring.
titles
It's so
is
boring.
boring. I was confused because it was called like indeed Mega Evolution, and I thought, okay, this is the series, like it is essentially the series, but it's just like Scarlet and Violet based. But yeah,
I really
thought,
liked where we were
yeah,
going with
yeah,
set names over the last like 3 years. I think even
yeah,
like just in general, set names have been pretty
yeah,
fun. Cosmic Eclipse, Destined Rivals, Journey Together.
yeah. The thing
They
is,
just
again,
sound good.
the
Chilling
issue is,
Rain, like it just sounds cool.
I
Battle
get it.
styles.
The issue is,
Vivid Voltage. Mega
this
Evolution.
this is a new series. That's the unfortunate thing.
But
So they have to label it like the base set of the new series. So like Scarlet and Violet base set. This is Mega Evolution base set, and the next couple of sets they will likely have Mega Evolution, and then then another name comes after that. And
Mega Symphonia just alone would have been a better name. Like just Mega Symphonia. Don't even like have to combine Gardevoir and just discard Lucario. Just discard the Brave. Like even Mega Brave, Mega Symphonia, Symphonic Bravery, like Brave Symphony.
Yeah,
Brave Symphony. Just put 2 words together. Like Mega Evolution is so boring.
Boring.
They could have called this, but let's be serious. Sorry, but like they could have just called this like. They could have just said like, next Pokemon set is the title.
Yeah.
In this economy, anything's selling, bro. Like they could have called this Pokemon set 73. It's selling. It doesn't matter what they call it.
Brain Stars introduced V Stars and
Brilliant Stars. It's a great name.
For example, and they could have easily called this Mega Evolution like Mega whatever, and whatever.
They used to call Japanese E series. Like wind from the sea.
Yes, yeah. Amazing.
The town on no map. The town on no map, dude.
Amazing set.
Can we get some culture back? Like Mega Evolution. Yeah. It's so sterile.
I think this is like more of a design language thing that changed, and what this is a very, again, more of a bit of a controversial take. Everything is so streamlined, there's no character, there's no like strong theme, the only theme is now, okay, we have a Mega Evolution, but there's no lore, there's almost nothing, right? And with that, like Holon Island, there was like a lore, Delta species, and that was awesome. But no, this is like, yeah.
Like the whole Holland thing. There's like a whole island.
Yeah.
They made a whole island. They just made it up.
Correct.
They just made it. They
Outside
just
of
were like,
new, original. Yes.
what? Where is it? What? Why does it exist? It doesn't. They just made it to then like have it as like the background on the packs on some of like the stadiums, trainer cards.
Amazing.
They just made a whole island.
Original
That's cool.
characters.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so cool. And
All
now,
the lore, like, dude, sorry, but like,
go ahead.
like the E series sets as well, like, the Japanese sets, they're all on an island as well. Like, each set, just, dude, like, there's a map. You gotta look at it. I gotta like dig it out and like, show you. You know this, but there's got to be a way. Maybe you can like when you're editing the podcast, you can just show it. But like you can show the map. Like for the E series, they made a map as well of like where all the Pokemon from that set are on the island in the map. And so like Wind from the Sea has more Pokemon from like a certain part of like that are more likely to live in like certain regions of the map of that.
Lugia there, Crystal Lugia there, and I believe they show that
Mega
in the.
Evolution.
I think they show that in the TV commercial as well in Japan. So you were like a little kid, you see that map and you see like Lugia is there, everything is there, the whole squad
Go
again.
there. Your brain is there.
Yes, they set the theme. That's theme setting on like steroids. So now we have the Legends Z is coming out and we have Mega Lucario, Mega Gardevoir. There you go. No Corina, but Lily. Why? I want Corina. I want a tie-in with the video games. I don't know what Legends EA will do, but I know Mega Lucario, was Corina, right? Mega Gardevoir, Dienta. Why is not that happening?
Like forecast it. I don't even think it's I don't even think it's coming, because like the set after this is
Inferno X.
What, Inferno X, and then after that it's Emerald Storm.
Yeah,
or
it
like
will be
Emerald
generic.
Tempest.
It will be so. I want to say it will. Hopefully not what I'm saying, but I think it will be generic from what I'm seeing.
When does ZA come out on Switch?
Was it not
Is it end of year or
October?
start of next year? It is just
October.
It is October?
Yes.
October 16th. Okay, so when are we going to get, what, do you think maybe at the start of the year we'll get the Legend ZA themed, or the set that's going to tie in with Legend ZA? Probably
I mean,
start of next year, right?
Yeah, I think so. But I find it a little bit weird because
it's late.
Why are they not doing this right now? I think the pacing is a little bit weird, right?
Yeah.
They are introducing Mega Evolution, I want to say standalone from ZA, but then again, they are anticipating ZA as well. What the Legends Arceus did great is, hey, we are not introducing Hisui and essentially, the whole Hisui theme because the game is out. Now, what you had with Brilliant Stars and Starbirth, it was, something like what the Trainers Pokemon was, right? Just standalone. Yeah. It's an old little theme essentially, but this feels a little bit disconnected personally, you know? And what they should have done personally, right? They should have stretched it out with the Trainers Pokemon more, explore that stuff a bit more, maybe do like Elite Four set, I don't know, for one or two more.
It should have ramped.
Yes, and then October, let's introduce Mega Evolution included with Legends ZA release. There you go. But now we have 1 or 2 month gap. 2 months. We are in July now. It will release August 1, September, October. So we have 3 sets coming, I believe, before ZA actually releases. And those are likely generic, no theme.
I just don't understand why, like, it's just such a shame. Like, what's the point of like going all this effort to
set the tone,
trainers Pokemon in? Yeah, set the tone and then just drop it after in Japan 2 sets.
2 sets. 2 sets. And then what third set, that's Team Rocket, also owners Pokemon, trainers Pokemon, but Team Rocket themed. And then
at the end of this year, when the high class set comes out, so like next year's special set, we have to revisit.
Yeah. What do we do? Because will they include Mega Evolution and Trainers Pokemon in one set? It could be, but that would be so weird together. But it happened before. It happened before with X and Y, Best of X, Y, Break, Mega, essentially everything was meshed up in between in one set. But will they do it for another time? I have no idea. And I genuinely hope that they will include the trainers Pokemon in the next high class pack set, because I care about those cards more than I will likely care about the Mega cards, because of there are characters on there.
It's just unrealized, but I was gonna say wasted opportunity, but I actually think the correct phrase is what? I had it in my head and then I forgot it. Unrealized potential is what I was gonna say.
Yes.
It's just unrealized potential. Like, it was a great idea.
Yeah.
And also, like, that's Journey Together got like hated on release. Like, people were like dissing that set when it dropped. Now, like, it's like known as like a bad set. What?
But why?
Like, what? It's like the most soul of a set, the most cohesion and identity in an English or international release for years, and people are saying, or like they don't like it. Like, they think it's. Oh, I was about to swear. I'm gonna keep the swear count on 0 for Pokeca Talk. It honestly, like, it blows my mind, dude.
I think it's very interesting, but again, this is part of a bigger discussion, because we will likely never see such sets, like Pokecune, the CP3, the part of Generations. What's it called again? The collection, Radiant Collection.
Like Legendary Shine.
Yes, those very themed sets.
The concept packs. Double Crisis.
Yes, they will likely never. Yeah, I think Double Crisis is like essentially beta growth teamwork. It's the next big thing. But in the future, we will not see dedicated sets like that ever again. We will see like one Radiant Collection card in one of those Mega Evolution sets to cater to everyone, and call it a day. But we'll never see a full glitter, cute ribbon set ever again. I think so, because it doesn't cater to everyone, and they want to sell as much, appeal to everyone as much. So they include one of everything.
What would happen?
Yes.
What would happen? It's funny you say that because I was looking at these cards today. What would happen if they released the set and like this was the chase card? I'll show you. Oh, that was bad. Don't worry, it was just Moo Moo Milk. Here. There's no way they just couldn't release a card like this.
Yeah. No, that's too hardcore.
Come on, get in focus.
It's focused, perfect.
It's too cute. They can't release it. They can't have this be a card these days. It just wouldn't work.
No, or maybe
but
a
it would be
one-off.
so cool.
Yes, or maybe toned down one-off, and then in a generic set as an art rare or SAR. But that's what I mean,
Dude,
right?
Such a good card.
A full dedicated set based on that, it just can't exist anymore in this space, and that saddens me a little bit because I just want strong theme sets, because these sets will age fantastically in the future. 10 years, 20 years, people will see, oh man, this is an amazing set. But this was in a time period that they had nothing. Okay, there's no hype anymore. Yeah, exactly.
Is this one of the best Sylveon cards ever made?
I like the Full Art more.
The Full Art is pretty good.
Yeah. And why? Because I'm a really big fan of Kanako Eo. That artist, she is not active anymore, unfortunately. Really, really big fan of it.
Probably one of the best. Probably one of the top 10 artists all time.
Yeah.
Kanako Eo gets in the top 10. Probably one of the most unspoken, but like best artists. All time.
Very, very cool. Very nice brush.
I have a friend, Bobert, Boba Blur. She has a Kanako Eo master set. It's very cool. Yeah. That's a cool master set to have.
Some expensive cards in there if it's truly a master set.
Yep, complete master set. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, set identity.
Yeah.
Mega.
Unfortunate.
If they called it symphonic, like Brave Symphonia, like it just sounds cool. Like because there's a Bulbasaur. Jarvis, put the Bulbasaur promo.
We'll do in 1 second. This one.
Thank you, Jarvis. That Mega Evolution stamp. It sucks. But imagine if it said Brave Symphonia.
Yes. Or whatever.
It had the Mega Evolution thing behind it as well.
Yes.
What? I will say that I like that the ETB. I like that the ETB has the Mega Evolution helix on the cup, on the box.
Correct.
That is
cool. It looks fantastic. And it looks textured as well. If we can zoom in. Yeah, it's difficult to see, but it looks textured here. If you can see the ETB, so in that sense, they are trying their best in terms of design. There's some texture in there, and I'm really down for it. Can we get this? No, probably not. Difficult one. But this includes the Riolu, and in God of War, it includes the Alakazam Ultra. That is not revealed yet, because Alakazam Ultra was revealed on the same day as Mega Evolution was revealed. This card. And this one, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually disagree with you. The box is okay. It looks clean. It just looks sleek. They should be putting that. I'm pretty sure that's Anasaka Dynamic has done that illustration for Lucario, Venusaur, Kangaskhan, Gardevoir on the pack art. Put the pack art. Put that. Just have the pack art just be.
Yeah.
The ETB art.
Yeah. Personally, I think they should do. Yeah.
Actually, maybe it's not Anasaka Dynamic. Maybe it's Takumi Wada.
No, this
Could
is
be
not. No.
It could
Person. It's difficult. It's difficult. I cannot. I think it's more towards Anasaka dynamic a little bit. Doesn't look like Akiragawa, but I can see some of the texturing from Agawa.
Not Egawa. I think Takumiwara.
Something like that.
Maybe.
I think it's difficult. I think it's difficult to see.
Nah, it looks. It's very similar to the Evolving Skies. We'll find out. You can see.
We'll find out.
They're accredited on the ETB in the ETB booklet these days, so
Correct.
you can see. Sorry, where were we? You were looking at the cards. We should have a look at the cards. Let's have a look at the cards. Yeah, let's look at the cards. Sorry.
Let's Artres first, or just let's do the Artres first because.
What we got? We've got Riolu, we've got Alakazam, we've got the Bulbasaur.
Yes. Got Riolu. Wait, let's zoom in because it's cutting off.
You're zooming out, bro. Zoom in. Java, zoom in.
It's the thing is cutting off.
It's fine.
Yeah, but we have Riolu indeed by Kosan. Interesting perspective. Not the biggest fan of. It's just standing there. I'm not sure what it's doing. Is this part of a video game environment? I don't know the location. I like the Vista Universe Archer better.
Well, I'm just glad that they didn't ditch Artres.
yeah. I'm not complaining.
They could have done. They really could have done it.
Yeah. They could have done it.
It wouldn't have surprised me.
We have Sino Misaki full picks, and I was thinking, is this the same house as Flareon V from EVOs? But it's not. But it's close enough.
Close, yeah. Is it the same house as Melanie with Frostlass, or not with Frostlass? The Melanie SAR.
I don't know. We can have a look.
But she's cooking. What is she cooking? Who let her cook?
Was it Vista Universe?
Yeah. Maybe. To be continued. Why would it be Melanie? She's ice type. The Inteleon. I like this.
Inteleon. Yeah, that's super nice. Yeah, that is a nice one by Licton. Yeah, cool card.
And the Bulbasaur's dope too. They're all four are sick. These are clean.
These are again first impressions. I am very happy with these so far. The Bulbasaur, everyone that I'm talking to about it is very positive of this Bulbasaur, and it is a nice, very nice Archer personally by Mashu. Personally, nice. I think the nicest Archer so far of the Bulbasaurs.
I was gonna say the Alakazam is Ayakusube's like biggest card for a while, but
yeah,
they did draw Bahayam as well. I noticed that. I found that out when I was in Japan. I was looking at it. It blew my mind.
And that's the fun part of Black Bolt and White Flare. You're just discovering cards. Probably after 2 years, likely as well. Oh, did this artist illustrate it? And yes, and that set is like an all-star of illustrators. Super nice set in that sense, right?
Yeah.
You will discover a lot of artists that are coming back. Oyama came back as well after 151. You know, Mr. Mime. 2 years hiatus, and he came back for that set. And if you don't know, Oyama is one of the original producers of the Pokemon card game. And that man is now doing his own thing. But occasionally, like now, he's coming back for amazing art. And I really am a big fan of Oyama. But coming back, Ayakusube, super cool art. One of also the OGs, you know, of the Pokemon card game. Very long-time artist. And yeah, cool.
I love that Alakazam. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Alakazam is my favorite revealed so far. That's too good, man. That's crazy.
And we are in for a Mega Alakazam EX as well eventually, you know. So cannot wait to see how that ends. Because why I'm saying this, they mentioned in the English Mega Evolution series, they would have a new art styles coming for Mega Ultra Rare Pokemon, so the regular full arts, right? Mega Pokemon Evolution EX, which may feature a silhouette of the regular version of that Pokemon. For example, Lucario appears in silhouette on an ultra rare card featuring Mega Lucario EX. What they are likely referring to is like how they did this one. I think the Strange Pokemon. It seems so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But I think they may have seen feedback, hopefully, on that is a little bit, awkward. But it
was awkward, let's be serious.
It is still awkward, yeah.
It seemed like novel at the time, but those were immense. I don't know if you were there. I think you were there. I was streaming one day, and I was like, yeah, you were there. We were talking about Wake Run Collapse as well. And we were talking about Blow.
Yes.
I would eliminate all those cards. If it was up to me, I'd just get rid of them all.
Yeah.
I hope that, because I feel like that's the first time, period, or first time in a long time that they have written like explicitly in the marketing the media kit, the media release, this is what the Ultra Rare is going to look like. It's confirmed that a new art style is coming.
It's kind of strange.
It's weird, but
yeah,
I hope it. Like, sure, they're going to get special arts. Like, I don't see them not having special arts in this set.
Well, we'll do, yeah. I think it's again. That's why I said in the beginning, I have mixed feelings about the whole Mega Series stuff right now. And again, eventually we will see some legendary cards emerging, not Pokemon, but iconic cards, from that series. But I have mixed feelings. I think this base set, Archers, will, like always, be king in terms of value. 500 yen cards, amazing art, doesn't cost much, and easily collectible. I'm not sure, how difficult will the SVR cards be, if they even are called SVR cards, because we are Mega Evolution series. We've seen PWR cards, black and white rare cards. How they will do Mega Evolution EX cards. We've seen VMAX Hyper Rare cards were special art. My biggest fear is that they will introduce a new rarity other than SCR for the Mega EX cards.
As long as if the new rarity looks good, it doesn't matter. If it looks booty, then it matters. If they get rid of the good rarity. But if we're going to have two booty rarities, where like we have this new one that's booty, and then we have like full arts that are also booty.
Yeah, correct.
At that point, just reduce the number of hits. Like, just...
That's not how it works.
Wasting paper, bro. Don't waste paper on these full arts. No one likes them.
It's all business. All business. Speaking of business, sorry, just one project that I'm going to talk about. Yes, Prismatic Evolutions. Oh wait, screenshot. Prismatic Evolutions Premium Figure Collection. Last Prismatic Evolution set. How do you feel about these full arts?
What? First of all, this is the first time I've seen this.
Okay.
Second of all, I like that. One of the last podcasts we did together, I said to you, the little pop-up figure diorama thing that they put in like the Iono's thing. I was like, that sucked.
Yeah, the acrylic standees.
Give me a little toy. Yes.
And on top of that,
a little toy. They were a little toy.
Yes.
A little sketch. Are those sleeves, or is it just like a picture?
Those sleeves, and you get
a
double pin as well.
What? Those sleeves are awesome.
Correct. And that's the premium collection.
Those sleeves?
I have no idea. This is original, it seems.
Oh man, who do you reckon drew them?
Is this?
I'm gonna say Sano Misaki. I'm going Sano Misaki off the rip.
Ooh, that's difficult. That is difficult.
Those sleeves look awesome. I would buy it. This is something I would actually buy, and not. I just would buy it because I want the toys. Grown man excited about the toys, but I'm sorry, but that is like actually what they should be making.
This is amazing. Yeah, I mean, look at the pin as well. Double pin of Espion and Eevee.
I'll never use it, but I like it.
If you get, I prefer pins because they are highly tradable as well. True. Over the acrylic standees, which will collect dust. Sorry to say this, but it is.
What's going to collect dust? The little figure.
The acrylic standees, because nobody.
Oh, the acrylic standees
stink.
The days are not good.
I will decide what toys the children will like, and it's not the acrylic stand.
Correct.
It's the Espeon and Umbreon plastic figure. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's cool. And it will release on the same day as Mega Evolution, September 26. And it should cost no MSRP, which is unfortunate, but it will likely be a lot of money on the resale market. Yeah, 11 prismatic packs.
$1 billion for that.
Unfortunate.
I like that. That's a good product.
Yep. Cool.
That set is just cursed. Like, it's hard to like care. I think that is like the worst. That's gonna be one of the worst sets they've released in like the last 10 years. It's so bad. For like so many reasons. The main one being the hit rates are so bad.
Correct. But there's also no Archers, and that sucks as well. And the thing is, what I hate most is Prismatic Evolutions was themed after an evolution set. And I think we discussed this in the beginning of the year, December as well. I have more respect for the Japanese counterpart because it didn't mention, any evolution. It's just Terrestrial Festival, and okay, we have here evolution cards and SCR rarity and EX cards. Okay, but TPCI, they were labeling it as evolution set. They were selling, evolution products, and that hurt me, right? Because I've never seen, and also the issue is they replaced. They took out some of the new arts, put it in blisters, which is not bad, but then they make a Master Ball cards of the 151 versions of like Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon.
They did look cool though.
They are cool, but I don't want that. I want Master Ball versions then of the new arts, compared to Japan. And this is the whole thing about, I hate the English version as well. No. And again, the hit rate sucks. Japan, you get an SCR card guaranteed. Yeah, so you're leaving, with something. But here, I've never pulled one special art card in the whole set up until now, I think. And I've opened like plus, more than 40 packs during release.
I think the problem with it, because like as you say that, I'm thinking like, all right, so is it like entitled to be like, it sucks because I didn't get any hits? That's what I was thinking. But I'm like, if a set is not feasibly completable, or like you can't even like get moderately close to fulfilling like a master set from just opening packs, like buying packs and opening them.
Yeah. If
you can't even get like a third or a quarter of the way there, and you cannot from just ripping packs, like it's financially irresponsible. Yeah. To try and get there.
Yeah.
By opening packs. Like if you can't do that, it's fundamentally a bad product. Like if you've created the product, it's a fantastic product because like you're just printing money.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a terrible value proposition to the consumer. Yeah. Then you factor in the reselling component, the stock issues, the backdooring, all the other grimy stuff that came along with Prismatic at the start of the year. And it's one of the most tainted sets in history.
I mean that the whole hype stuff, there's a byproduct, that I can't blame Prismatic on that, that's what it is, that's life.
The secondary stuff, fine. But like the way that they structured the sets, a friend of mine speculated that the reason why the hit rates are so low is because of the viability of ripping a god pack. So there's less, because the god packs exist. It's not that they objectively decided we're going to have god packs so the hit rates go down. It's that the pool of SARs that were printed or SIRs that are printed are not spread out evenly across packs.
Yeah.
Because they can be condensed into one pack. And that the frequency of packs, the amount of god packs out there, and the fact that there can be a god pack mean that instead of the SIRs being spread throughout packs and like evenly distributed, god packs suck that up and reduce the chance of you finding one from a single pack.
I mean, there should never be a factor if it's true.
It's stupid.
Yeah, and the thing is, even if it was like available at retail right now, I can go to the store and buy it at retail price. I still wouldn't buy it. It's just stupid, And if it was at retail, I would have singled it out, the cards, because then Umbreon wouldn't be $800 plus. It would be 200 max, if it was sitting on shelves. But that's the whole thing. Even if it's sitting on shelves, I don't want it. Because it is not Crown Zenith, Crown Zenith, I'm very certain if you bought a triple pack blister or a tin or ETB, you would leave, happy. Or at least you get something. But yeah, I don't have the Master Ball Umbreon. I don't have all the promos of Prismatic Evolution. I feel burnout. And it's the only time in years now, in nearly 10 years, that I'm not chasing the Umbreon EX SVR card. I hope it will crash hard, right? Because I already made a little bit of a loss with the Japanese release. I believe I bought the Master Ball Umbreon 40,000 yen. It is now 19,000 yen. So I missed 20,000 yen. But at the time, I didn't know, where will it go from there? Because
which, by the way, makes no sense. Like fundamentally, the Master Ball Umbreon is rarer, way rarer than the Umbreon EX.
Yes,
SAR.
yes, that is true. And so, I think it's crazy. But I think, people just see Master Ball doesn't really look any better than the regular Pokeball. And I think that's what people just see. Okay, I don't want to buy this card. And so people will eventually price it down because nobody wants it. Because they're settled with a 3,000 yen Pokeball, version. And that's the whole dilemma I had when I bought this card. Why do I buy this, right? This is objectively not better. It's just a Pokeball with like a Master Ball flaring on there. And it's 10 times more expensive. Why? And
I think the reason why it sucks, right?
Yeah.
Because like, if you're listening, you might be like, damn, why are they having such a big sook? I think the reason why it's bad is because like, you just said it before, like you're feeling burnt out. Like if you, who is an avid collector, has been collecting passionately for years, is starting to feel burnt out, that's not good.
No.
If like if a hardcore collector starts feeling burnt out, because the new type of collector that's come in to fill the void of you sort of disconnecting a little bit, high chance that they're just a fleeting collector. Like I don't think this new wave of collector that's come through that likes all this stuff and is like, oh, this is like, oh, well, it's just how it is. Like the hit rates suck, or like it's hard to get them, or it's hard to find fodder. It's just how it is. Like we go again. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have. They're not gonna hang around.
Not for a long
time.
Yeah.
And so it introduces this. There's this risk where we might see over the next 5-7 years where like it's a weird, like fractured collector base where like almost like a void era of like Pokemon card collecting where like no culture actually grows because hardcore collectors are burnt out, and then the new collectors that came in and caused that hysteria and hype period leave, and then it's just like you're just left with the dust. So
and this is a great point you made, because why I mentioned that I feel sad because there's no strongly themed sets anymore. I just want those heavily strongly themed sets, because these will give you that memory of so I, for example, opened Generations. I got this very nice Sylveon set, card, and the fun is out. It's just gone. 20th anniversary, you got Mega Sashiko EX, like Nicole Fujita cards, Komiya that did a Pokeca promo of Masuda Psyduck, and Poncho Pikachu's, and Mario Pikachu's. Well, all those amazing cards, I want to say fun cards, are not there anymore. The last card that I thought of, hey, this is fun, is the Boss Coffee promo of Giovanni Charisma. What was it called? Charisma? Team Rock's Giovanni. That card is amazing, and it doesn't cost much. It's very fun. I like that card more than a Umbreon EX from Prismatic Evolutions. And it costs
The last set that I felt that Eevee Heroes, that was like, this was great. Eevee Heroes, then V-Star Universe. So basic Evolving Skies and then Crown Zenith. But like, Eevee Heroes is way more fun than Evolving Skies because it's concentrated.
Yes,
evolution.
Strong,
it's so good.
Strong team. It's overlapping with Sword and Shield, but it was in its own Eevee Heroes, island. I want to say.
Yeah.
No crazy, characters in there, or anything. You were leaving with an evolution most of the time, right? Or a Gordy. But that's part of the business, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Set. I'm not sure if a set like Eevee Heroes will come again, ever again. I'm not sure. But in that sense, I'm happy that they do Black Bolt and White Flare. That's the closest thing of a strongly
themed set. That's the closest thing.
Yeah, but there's no lore. And it's just looking, what is he doing, personally, the SCR card. And which is, again, super nice card. But I have that feeling of it's just static, there's no connection. It's just, they are there. And, okay, you have Gothitelle. It's an, I want to say, I really like that card.
That's a good card.
But there's no character, on there. It's just empty, as in, okay, it's just a picture of a plain picture of a Pokemon, essentially. And with some, you have that connection, But yeah, I think it's just it's a little bit sad, That's what you said, I want the strong themes, and if that just fades away, then indeed, in 10 years' time. Yeah, nobody will care, Okay, it's just I have this plain picture of Mega Lucario EX that is just standing in, I don't know, a boxing. That would be cool as well, like
that's the reason why Sun and Moon alt arts and special illustrations are so revered, is because they stretch that out over what, SM9 to SM12A, and there would have been, if there's 2 or 3 subsets per SM, that would have stretched out just off the rip over at least 14 months. Mm-hmm. So for at least a year to a year and a half period, you were getting these different tag team cards that were coming out. Whether you like them mechanically or not, objectively, they looked incredible. Yes. Not just the special arts, just the regular, the ultra rares themselves, right?
Correct.
That's why, the reason why people like them so much, because they picked a mechanic and they just stuck with it. They said, Arito, we need you to just draw tag teams for days. And he was leave it with me. Created history, and they stuck with it. It wasn't a 3 or 4 month thing. We don't have that anymore. Yeah. We get little glimpses, we get little moments, but then we leave them. Yes. We get Eevee Heroes, they leave it. We get V-Star Universe, they leave it. We get Genetic Together. They leave it. Black and White. Correct. We go to Mega Evolution next, and we have to build up to it again. It's just it's a shame.
Heck, even X and Y had a better theme with the break era than we do have now, because the gold cards were a mashup of all the break and mega cards in one card. The Steam Siege, Fates Collide gold card, Lugia, Umbreon, and Alakazam on an EX card. Where will you see that?
Yeah,
that the whole gang comes in. Where do you see that? I don't think they will do that again. I'm not sure. Everything is open. Everything can happen, but they will not do that ever again. That card in this mega series, and that is such a great idea. Why do they do that? It's the Volcanion EX with, the Gyarados EX, the shiny Gyarados EX with all the cards on there. Where is it? And that's just one. This AX, this XY, right? Personally, people say some of the break era cards suck. It sets suck. But I would gladly take Steam Siege and Fates Collide over a Black Bolt and White Flare. Controversial opinion, but I know what to expect.
That's pretty crazy.
That's crazy, right? But I know
Okay, relax.
that gold card. No, wait. That gold card.
That's
hey,
crazy.
It's done by it's done by Arita. Looks amazing. Okay, that's one amazing card. I would just take that over 156 cards. It just takes 1 or 2 cards to make one great set. But what they want is bloat, and that is, again, if it's all clean and cool, amazing. But yeah, again, it's
That's
just
crazy. Would I trade all the what? That's crazy. When you put it that way, would you? I don't know if I would trade Black Bolt for that, but I could see it. When you edit the part of the podcast, you need to put this on the screen. You need to put both. One side has to have what it's like trade offer. It's like sacrifice. I don't know, dude. I think that's pretty crazy. I think there's an argument you can make for it, and I can kind of see it, but it's also like wild.
I mean,
that's one of your craziest takes.
I like multiple stuff. There's something going on after the set, than just being like, hey, we got one Pokemon. Again, these are 2 fundamentally different sets, but hey, this break era, these are like key Pokemon from the set. Let's mesh them up together in one definitive card, and I like that more than just Pokemon on there, personally.
That's crazy. I'm sorry, but that's crazy. But okay. I think, I don't know. I feel like we could be somewhere in the middle. They could put a card like that in these sets, and then everyone's happy.
Yeah.
I don't know why do you have to sacrifice one? That's just because you don't like Gen 5. You don't care for it.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
A question. Do you think that this set will spell the beginning of the end? Do you think this will be a hype killer?
As long as Archers are still there, there's still hope. But it all depends on how it's difficult. I'm not in charge of these sets, and I think creatures has something in in their sleeve, like something in the up the sleeve to make some people like crazy again. They tried a little bit with the BWR cards, like a nod to the black and white stuff. But yeah, if they will truly succeed, they will need to make the next big thing after Archers. Because black and white and just full art cards. Next big thing, X and Y introduced. What they introduce? Nothing crazy personally. It was an extension of black and white. Then Sun and Moon introduced special arts, which is insane. Scarlet and Violet introduced Character S, a continuation of Character S. Scarlet and Violet introduced nothing crazy personally, I want to say. Extension of Character S, essentially.
Yeah.
The next big thing needs to happen. And I think they have something, but I'm not sure. It's difficult. But as long as Archer still exists, I'm down. And then we have the 30th anniversary year next year. So
big year for Pokemon. Big year for Pokemon.
I think it's difficult, difficult to predict. And that also makes it exciting, what will happen, But honestly, I feel just a little bit burnout, That's the only thing.
And I feel like it's hard to this is a hard set to hype people up about, I think.
Yeah.
I think if my role was to hype this set up.
Yeah.
I'd be struggling. Instead of because I don't want to just be automatically new thing is exciting. What's driving this? Not a whole lot. It's like you said, it's the previous successes, the previous formulas are holding this thing up.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any identity. I'm seeing a mixed match so far of just an amalgamation of ideas.
Yeah.
Tried and true, and they work, but I'm not seeing anything that's oh man, I have to open this. Black Bolt, I was I gotta open again because I like Gen 5. Black Bolt, I was I gotta rip it. Oh, I did it already. There it is. But I kind of like whispered it.
No problem.
You can just it's fine. Black Ball was like, I gotta open this up. Okay.
It's a good set. For that reason.
I wasn't, but I wasn't specifically chasing the BWRs. They do look cool. But like this, I'm not like that. Black Ball Bifur was like, okay, all 156 have an art rare. That's dope. This is like, it's just new. Like, where's the oomph pizzazz? Where's the wow factor?
Wait. It is in some way not new because this is an evolution of the Mega Pokemon.
It's the same, yeah.
It's the same team, but then converted to the EX Scarlet Violet cards. But essentially, the base is just the same. It's Mega Evolution EX, and likely we have some. They will likely do some Mega SVR cards, and that's it. The only thing is, yeah,
I think like if I'm like struggling to think of like how you sell this and like wow people, I think a lot of others are gonna struggle to like.
Yeah,
I think people are gonna see through attempts to hype this setup. You know what I'm saying? I feel like most collectors are gonna be like, stop trying to gas it up. Like it's not that exciting. That could be bad. That could spell like a bit of a momentum killer. But I guess they kind of have like a free pass, Creatures and Pokemon International, between now and next year because they got the 30th coming up. So like,
yeah, they have something.
It's almost like they can afford to be like,
lazy, a little streamlined,
basic, simple, uninspired.
Doing the business.
They can get away with it.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So what do we expect for the 30th anniversary?
That I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day because I actually I've gotten into pack collecting lately. It's like my new thing that I'm like obsessed with. I picked up one of these the other day.
Wow.
Just because like I just think this is cool. So I've been eyeing these. Yeah, I've been eyeing these lately. Especially with the lead up. If you're trying to collect packs, that's one that you're going to need to get. Now's a good time to get it before the actual anniversary starts. But I was thinking about that and how it was so much better than what we got for the 25th. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what we're going to get. At the start of the podcast, when you mentioned Gen 2, I was like, Gen 2 could be good for the 30th. That'd be kind of fun.
I mean, I'm still not over it that they skipped out on Lugia and Ho-Oh base.
Yeah.
And
that would be cool.
That would be certainly cool. And what I also hate about what you just showed me, the booster pack, the CP6. CP6? It looks fantastic.
Yeah. It's very nice.
And then you go to Evolutions and you see that pack art. I'm just sad. Why couldn't they do a base set? A pack art.
Yeah, like they should. What if they just did Evolutions? Like the art was this on Evolutions, as like an homage to the Japanese release.
I have no idea.
And they could have just called it Evolutions as well. Like you could have called, could have called it Evolutions, but just like use this artwork of how cool it looks.
If they go do it, what I also hate about 25th anniversary, which I will never forgive Pokemon for, is that beta Chansey that was given out in the Creatures team deck. Why couldn't they?
Why will you never forgive them?
Why is there not in a promo pack? That one by Oyama. Why? Why are you omitting that for Creatures, for their own staff? Why not celebrate it, include it for the everyone to enjoy? Now we are left with an Oyama card that is basically unobtainable is not meant to be for the consumer. So you have that test card of Chansey in there, which is really capturing anniversary stuff personally.
In the early days when you first invited me onto the podcast, we used to talk a lot about international exclusives to like invoke a need and like the desire to trade internationally and to encourage that. And then since that has become like a thing where like there's a lot of regional exclusives. The Victini by Sari Sudata,
Yes, yes, yes.
There is the
China.
like all the different simplified Chinese, like the 151 cart rares.
There's like the 5th anniversary Hong Kong Taiwan box with the Pikachu EX full art thing, special thing.
Yeah.
There's also like insane expensive, but it is
the
there.
Gem 2 Umbreon evolutions, like they've done it and now but they've done it and it's bad. Like it's so unobtainable. Like they're not even like in the right, because you know why? Because international didn't get there. Like there's no equivalent. Like, well, I guess there is, but like it's
my biggest fear is that
too idealistic, man. We're too idealistic.
Yeah, the thing is, my biggest fear, like the Chinese 151 Mew EX alternative art SAR card, right? There was like 1,000, 1,500 of them. My biggest fear is that one of those days China will release something that is from my own collection, right? Like Koyama, Kumiya, Lugia, Umbreon for that matter, and they know Umbreon sells. Hence the whole gem pack stuff, right? Volume 2. That's my biggest fear. That they will
Did you buy that Umbreon yet?
No, the Archer from the gem pack Volume 2, I haven't yet. And I'm considering it. I'm considering it. I think it's still below 100. I'm not sure.
What euro?
Yeah, I think so. Which is still reasonable. I don't expect that card to ever come outside of China. You never know, but this is so off, you know. There's no timeline for that kind of set, right?
I'm seeing it for 550 Australian dollars.
No way.
Dude, have you not been paying attention? It's like $1,500 as a PSA 10.
But why is it then 500? Why?
Because the PSA 10 is like ridiculous. So like now the rolls are all getting really expensive.
I should have bought it release then.
Yeah, like the EV is 130. I'm just looking on eBay Australia.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, you're cooked.
That's the part of the trade. The risk of collecting. Yeah,
I've seen bids 400 AUD, 410 AUD to.
That's crazy.
Euro. 230 euro.
That's crazy.
Piss. You're done, bro.
That's crazy. Bye Umbreon.
You didn't know, did you? You actually didn't know.
I opened one box. I got the thing is which is actually quite salty. One of those hits are generic VMAX cards as a box hit.
It's brutal, dude.
That is insane. I thought I was at least leaving with an Archer, right? At least. It's just you know, not gem pack exclusive cards, but just a regular, the VMAX Climax EV or something like that. I was expecting deck, but I was getting a regular glazed VMAX. I was looking at the rarity triple star. Oh no! No, is this what we are going? Why?
This is I actually wished for this. This is what I've been saying. It should go to just slash the pool of hits. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the way Simplified Chinese going about it is actually probably the right way to go about it. Just get rid of all the booty hits, or like don't give a hit at all. But when you do get a hit,
it's hard.
It's good.
Nice. It's nice. Yeah.
Because they are really nice. I like them a lot.
Oh,
I like them a lot.
I had a lot of fun. Again, when I released below 40 euros, shipped, to your home. Fantastic time. All Merfolk. Great time. It's just indeed, now people catching up on Simplified Chinese, and it's not that I want to gatekeep it. Enjoy it as much as you can, and go for it. But it saddens me, right? Because I just want this Umbreon to be below 100, right? And get it over with. But it's part of the risk of collecting, the secondary market. People love or want Umbreon for other reasons than collecting. Unfortunately, they see a lot of money involved with Umbreon, and that's just how it's going to be right now after Evolving Skies. Yeah.
Yep. I'm just looking at like Gem 2 stuff at the moment. Sorry if I seemed a bit distracted. I'm just like scrolling through the internet.
Go do your thing.
It's just, that's low-key crazy. I'm just too I don't know, like I'm too much of a Japanese card collecting purist to like fully go in on it.
Yeah.
If I was like a full Hyoganosuke collector, I'd be in tatters.
Yeah, you would be annoyed. one part of me is still hoping that this is coming outside of mainland China, but it will likely not be, especially at this stage, because these are like older cards already. Difficult.
I was talking about this on stream the other day. I think if there is a collapse, if everything's sort of like say crash, I don't want to say crash, but if there's like a correction, right? I think Chinese cards are the first, simplified Chinese are the first to like get hit and see a severe slashing in price.
Would it really? Because I don't know. This is a difficult one. No, I see a lot of Korean, other alternative languages quite popular. Still, a lot of people buy it because they can't buy regular retail price again for products. But I think all the languages are here to stay, especially China. If they continue to do stuff like this, the 151 got the Gengar and Psyduck and Pikachu Arthras, I think they are there to stay. Thai, Indonesian, those products, likely will go down, less interest. But if there are any exclusive arts in a set, I think they're here to stay, man. You shouldn't underestimate them. I mean, look at the Umbreon now.
But I'm just saying, like, if the money goes, right?
Yeah.
Because like these prices are not being propped up by like regular everyday collectors. These prices are being propped up by people with much more money. Like,
likely.
I want to say, I don't want to be cliche and say the 1%. I want to say like 2 or 3%, right?
Yeah.
Like, put it this way, okay? I consider myself like a very fortunate collector in that I am able to spend more disposable income than the regular collector on Pokemon cards. Yourself, and I think I put you in this category as well.
Yeah.
Because like at any point, you or I could sell a card from our collection, our Japanese collection, and then some of those cards are like, $600 to $1,500 one alone, right? So we're definitely not ordinary collectors, but even we feel like this is like out of reach. Like I'm not propping this up. Like it's not my sale of like the $1,500 Umbreon or like the $500 Umbreon that's propping it up. So like if collectors like yourself and myself are not contributing to this and we have like more disposable income than the average collector, then who is? You know what I'm saying? And so it's not the collectors, I don't want to say below, but it's not the collectors that have less disposable income than us because they have less disposable income. So it's not them, but they're the majority. So then who is it? So like, that's what I'm saying. Like when
I find it weird.
Yeah. When the level above us decides that we don't like this plaything anymore, it will collapse. Like it will be like a domino effect. Like they can't, because when they decide that they don't want to do it, like what are they going to do? They can't just like keep selling between themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get what you mean.
At some point, it's going to bust.
And the thing is, what I find odd, weird, because the set is like out for like 2 months now, maximum, and I'm sure there's a lot out there. You can probably go to AliExpress and buy it at a small markup still. It's huge. There are Chinese sellers sitting on cases upon cases, and I believe there's still a reprint coming as well from what I saw on AliExpress. So there's still more to come likely. Considering looking at Gem Pack Volume 1, you can still buy that Volume 1 Gem Pack for peanuts. I bought one like 4 months ago. You get 2 boxes for the price of like €30 shipped on AliExpress with coupons and everything. Eventually it will be bloated, the Gem Pack Volume 2. But
sorry, keep going.
Let me finish.
Yeah,
because
cool.
Why I hate this market now, because with VMAX, Umbreon VMAX special art, all right, from EV Heroes, that card was $150 on release, $300 at a specific time. The whole summer it was up for grabs. Then it eventually was rising, and now we are to the price point we are today. But now it's people want the opposite. They want the chase the full price, accelerated within 1 year. They want it now, and not a gradually, coming up. That's what I hate, because I've always been purchasing cards at that tactic. I want to say that period, that market release or normal price, then it will rise. That's how it's been for the majority of my collection years, for you as well. And now it's the opposite. I have to pay the ultimate price and then hope it doesn't come down. And I'm not talking about losing money, because I just want the collecting aspect of it. But I have to pay monstrous prices.
You don't want to feel regret. You don't like being put in a position where you have to make these big financial decisions that may make you feel a sense of regret. Because if you're feeling a sense of regret from a purchase of a collectible commodity that's supposed to bring you joy, then something's gone wrong along the way.
And that's where the burnout is also coming from, because, I don't want to lose 30,000 yen that I can put 30,000 yen into other cards.
Another card, yeah.
That's the whole thing I'm just struggling with. And that's why I hate about this gem pack for him too. There's a lot of out there. And I'm sure there's a lot of Umbreons out there. But a lot of people don't want to sell it. A lot of people are just, we have now 200 euros to sell for this card. And some people are feeling the same as likely I do. Okay, let's pay that $500 dollar. I'm over with.
I started seeing people on Twitter speak authoritatively as to whether or not like this set will have a reprint, or whether will there be more print runs or more waves and stuff. I always find that kind of funny when those conversations start up again. So that's how you know that we're in like an absolute hellscape. Because unless the Pokemon company themselves explicitly comes out and says there will or will not be a reprint, everything you read online about my guy or my supplier or my middleman in China, blah blah blah, is just, it's just conjecture. It's just rumor. There's no. But the problem is, right, that people act on that, and that's why we get really expensive Umbreon, and you get the price of that box going up to like, also, I think at the moment it's double. Probably see it be triple at some point.
Yes, there's also a thing indeed. Right. Did we talk enough, Julian, today in this episode?
Yeah, I reckon that's a pretty good spot to end it at. I like that.
Okay.
There's much more we could talk about that topic, but what do you reckon? We save that for the next episode?
Great. If you like this podcast episode, please leave a like, subscribe on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Listen on Spotify or whatever podcasting platform you like. Share it with a friend.
Listen to it twice.
Third time if you want. If you just like to hear us, yapping, also perfect. If you are going to sort out your bulk, put this on. You will have a great time. I should have said this in the beginning, but I
think people that organically want to watch and come back will come back. The real ones, but do share it with a friend. Share it with someone you know who might be interested in just hearing.
Absolutely.
The minutia. We're gonna get into more of it. I feel like it was pretty good. That was a good first run. It was good to be back.
It was real talk with Pokeca
Talk. Real Pokeca Talk.
Real talk. Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go, dude.
With that,
make sure to check out PokeGuardian.com for all your Pokemon card use updates, and come and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me at Twitch as well. I stream a lot these days.
Excellent.
When's the next episode? Primal? When are we doing this again? Primal? You want to do weekly? I reckon weekly, bi-weekly. What do you reckon? Shoot for weekly?
I think the aim is once per week, but it wouldn't be bad if we skip occasionally a week. Some weeks
depends how much you want us.
Yeah, yes.
Depends how much the people want us.
Leave a like, subscribe. If the engagement is high, we will also, have more commitment and we will be committed.
On you. You know what? Actually, before we go, and we're gonna cut it off after this. This is the last sentence, all right? Actually, no, wait. Spotify, Apple Music, we're everywhere.
Amazon Music.
Amazon Music, on all the major podcasting platforms. Is that everything?
Yes, It's available on every platform possible. Yes.
Okay, before we leave, last thing. If there's something you want us to talk about, write it in the comments below and we'll talk about it. We'll read the comments each episode. What do you reckon?
Perfect. Let's do that.
That's good.
Yes. With that,
all right.
Have a nice day and up to the next episode. Thank you again, everyone, for listening. Have a nice day, everyone.
Peace out.
Until next time. Goodbye.
See ya.